Hello and welcome back to the channel Life of Bonsai. So it's that time of the year again, winter, and it's not my favorite station. I get a little nervous when it comes to my trees that go outside all year long, but I'm gonna give you some tips on the ones that go inside. So tropicals, bougainvillea, ficuses, those trees, tropicals, will go inside pretty much when the temperatures drop below 50. That's when I bring my trees inside. Now, the best thing to do is to have the trees near a bright window that gets a lot of sunshine or pretty good lighting. However, for my situation, that does not work. So what I did, I have pretty much like a closet where I built my setup for winter. I have a pretty strong grow light, which I'll be linking it down in the description below. It's pretty cheap and it's really strong. It has worked for me in the past, but I just want to give you a few tips that have worked for me. First thing, before I bring my trees inside, I bring one by one and I check for pests. Now that is really important because the trees will be more crowded, closer together and enclosed, so there won't be all that much aeration. So those pests can pass from tree to tree and you can end up with an infestation. So you really want to treat those things and make sure that they are free of pests before you take them inside. Now, the other thing is, as you can see right here, I'm doing a little bit of maintenance on my trees. This is really important because all of the summer growth, it has really gone overboard. So I'm just trying to keep it controlled and just do some pruning on my trees. Just one, because that's too much growth that we don't need, especially since they won't be getting that much energy through sunlight. They won't need all that foliage. And also just because it would be too crowded to have all these long branches. So that's another tip. Now also for myself, what I'm doing here, once the temperatures start dropping a lot more, I'm gonna have a little heater because I like to keep my temperature in this room within 70 degrees or so, and that way they're still happy and thriving pretty well. So this is one of my trees. In the first one, I'm just showing you what I do for maintenance, getting rid of branches that I don't need and just getting some room for new growth, because even though they're still indoors, they will be getting more growth. Now here is my ficus benjamina, and this thing just took off like crazy. So it's got so much growth and I really need to take care of this big guy. As you can see right here, it's just way too crazy. So really important to keep that on check, and this way once that next growth season starts, then you don't have to worry about all that pruning. You just let them do its thing and let them grow. So that's pretty much it for this. Remember, your bonsai trees that go outside, here are some tips for that. So junipers, Chinese elms, those other deciduous trees like maples, trident maples, Japanese maples, those will go outside. And what I do for mines, I order a greenhouse from Amazon. Well, it's not really a greenhouse, but it's just this little plastic house. I kind of name it as greenhouse. Anyways, so when the wind starts blowing pretty cold and temperatures drop below 30, I bring them inside of that little tent and I keep them in there, protected from those cold winds. And I also add just those leaves that fall from trees. That's pretty much what you want to do, keeping those pots pretty warm because they can still be frozen inside of the tent. But it really helps. And again, just check your watering. You don't want to overwater your trees, especially the ones that are outside, because they won't really be taking that much water. Most of them go dormant if they're not evergreens. So evergreens and deciduous trees will go outside. Check for watering. You don't want to overwater. They won't be taking that much water, and if you add too much water, you can cause those roots to freeze if they're too wet. So just check on that. Make sure that again you don't have any pests or things like that that could kill them during the dormancy, which is not too common, but you really want to watch out for those things. So again, some trees go outside during winter, but you have to bring some of them inside because of those cold freezes. They could definitely cause some damage on your tropical trees, especially those more sensitive ones. Also jades and things like that will go inside, so just watch for those. But yeah, here it is. I'm just gonna let you with the work that I'm doing, and I'm about to show you what I did for my setup. So here's my setup. As you can see, I love looking at this, honestly. Just passing by and it's just beautiful sight. So here's all my tropical trees. I have this room where I usually record my videos, so I'll be switching to another room. But all my trees here, bougainvillea, my ficuses, I have some more down there, and not too many that I have, but definitely it got full right here. So that's pretty much what you want to do for your tropical trees and your deciduous. I really hope these little tips helped you. Please subscribe, don't forget to share. That really helps a lot. And like the video. You guys have a great day and have a safe winter. Take care of those bonsai trees.